Welcome to today's session. So what we'll be doing today is going through all the different verticals that we have in brief, and I'll be telling you the most exciting things that you will be learning in these verticals over the period of the courses to come, and also the tools and technologies and what prerequisites will be needed for each vertical. All right, guys. I think that sounds good. Okay, so before that,
Host
can you
access
guys,
is given, Akash.
yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're the
Uh,
host. Thank you.
yeah. So before we begin, guys, can you quickly type in the chats? What is your favorite programming language before we begin, so that I can tell you how this will be directly related to your programming language of choice. So, guys, you can type in the chats. Okay, Akash, Shakhare, Python. What have you done with Python? Okay, I'll unmute you. You can just speak a bit about it. What kind of projects or what kind of self-learning you have done with Python? Okay, data science project, mental fitness tracker. Oh, that's great. Okay, Dhananjay, Python and SQL. SQL is pretty interesting. Great choice there. Lane detection as well. Okay, multiple projects. Dhananjay, can you speak a bit about what you have done with Python and SQL both? Okay. All right, NLP chatbot. What about others, guys? Vinod, Ekta, Karan, Manik, Mangesh, Arbaz, Mohan, Pratiksha, Roshan, Sakshi. What about you guys? Suraj, C++. Okay. All right, Hasib. And in the meantime, I'll be sharing my screen and opening the whiteboard.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Suraj, Misbah, Suraj C++, Misbah Java. Others, guys, Sangeeta, Dhananjay, Ekta, Felicia, Vinod, Karan. Please ping on what on chat, guys. It will help the trainer to explain you more how it is interlinked with data science and how it can help you out. Right? Yeah. Great. Thanks, guys. Keep coming. Keep coming. Please use the chat.
Okay. All right. So you guys have an idea, right, of how to the kind of work you can do with programming languages. Yes, R. Good choice there, Akash. So what we are discussing now, or what I have just asked you, is programming language. Now, what are the different programming languages that you might know of? You guys have mentioned a few of them yourself, right? So, such as C, C++, Java, Python, R. There are many others as well. PHP, lot of them are there. Ruby. These are all programming languages. Yes or no? Then we are also going to study about business verticals, or you can say we have different job roles or different programs. Yes or no? In the advertisement for this particular webinar, you might have seen that this is offering you DS, DA, BA, and FSD. Correct? So this comes under different job roles, or job roles are also known as competencies. So I will explain you technically how these are different, and how the technology or your role as a developer will also differ according to what job role you are going for. So let's say DS is one role. Another one will be DA. Another one will be, let's say, a BA. Another one will be full stack. developer. Okay. So, first thing, and it was an interesting thing that was brought up by, I would say, mm, if I remember correctly, Dhananjay, who mentioned Python and SQL. My first question to you all, you may or may not know, is SQL a programming language? Guys, is SQL? Type yes or no in the chats. Okay. Suraj, I will ask you to be unmuted and can you tell me a bit about why you said it's not a programming language? Yeah, Suraj, you can unmute and you can speak up a bit about it. Or Karan, you can also unmute. No? Anyone who can type in the chats, why is SQL not a programming language? Yes, it's a query language. SQL stands for structured query language. Correct. It is not a programming language. It is a database interaction language. Similarly, there are many such languages which we use in programming, which you might have heard of a lot, but those are not programming languages. Can you give any other common or popular example of any such language? SQL is one example. It is a querying language. It is used to interact with the database. Any other such languages that you know which are not programming languages? CSS, good. Hasib. Siddhant, yes. HTML, correct. So SQL, HTML, these are again not programming languages. So HTML isn't a programming language. HTML is not a programming language. SQL is not a programming language. Similarly, CSS is not a programming language. Why? HTML stands for hypertext markup language. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. So if you know their full form, if you know their definitions, anyways, you can guess they are not programming language. But if you don't know their definitions as well, right? The basic rule of thumb is any language in which you cannot write loops, you cannot perform complex logic, you cannot perform complex logic, those are not programming languages. Yes or no? Anywhere you simple thing to yourself, anywhere where you cannot do 2 plus 2 natively is not a programming language. Programming language is used to represent complex logic, loops, conditions, branches, things like that. CSS is used for making pages look colorful. HTML is used to make web pages structured. SQL is used to query the database. These are not used to do general purpose work or programming work. Yes or no? Now, will we use programming languages in all of these job roles or not? Will we use programming languages in all of these 4 competencies or not? Yes. All 4 competencies need programming languages. Across all 4, you can use one programming language, which is Python. Across the board, you can use Python for data analytics, you can use Python for data science, you can use Python for business analytics, you can use Python for full stack development. Yes or no? Any other general purpose programming language, maybe for data science, you can use R, but for analytics, also maybe you can use R, but for business analytics, it won't be a good choice because it doesn't have very good visualization support. Maybe for business analytics, you can use Excel programming language or VB. but then again, it won't be very good for data science. For full stack development, maybe you can use Java. Maybe you can use C++ won't be a good choice. Maybe you can use PHP, but PHP won't be good for data science, data analytics, or business analytics. You are getting the picture here, guys. So some programming languages are good for some eccentric or specific job roles, but Python is one programming language which is good for all these roles. All these roles. And that is why you might be seeing Python booming in popularities these days. So the reason Python became popular is because it is versatile. Because it is versatile. It's applicable across the role. Apart from programming language, what other languages are used across the board for all four verticals? For web development, you might use HTML and CSS, but you won't use it for business analytics. For business analytics, you might use Excel as a tool, right? For data analytics, let's say you might use Matplotlib again. Same for data science. But any other languages or tools that we use specially for all of these? All four? SQL. SQL is again used across the board. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? So you are getting it? Why we will learn or why certain things are popular? I'm taking you to the very basics, to the roots of why you might be hearing SQL a lot. Why you might be hearing Python a lot. It's not because Python is a particularly great or much superior programming language as compared to others. The reason is very simple. It's once you learn Python, you can grow into several job roles or you can grow in different directions. It's like taking BTech or studying BTech. After BTech, you can do anything, right? We say. So it's like that. Or taking science in your 11th and 12th. Because after that, you still have option to do anything, pursue anything. Be it medical, be it uh, engineering, be it arts, be it commerce, you can still do everything, right? So versatility is an important factor. And it doesn't matter. You guys have mentioned different programming languages that you know. It doesn't matter which programming language you know. If you know one, you can always know others. You can easily learn others. And that is what I will help you with. So, can you guys guess which programming language we will be learning for each job role? We have laid the context here. Can you guys guess as per the job roles, which are the programming languages that we will be learning? For DS, which programming language we will learn? Yes, we will learn Python. Correct. I will also show you basics of R. Python we will learn in depth, but I will also give you basics of R so that tomorrow, if your job requires, you can tell that, yes, I know some R, I can always scale up. Yes or no? Make sense? Same for DA. DA, you won't need R much. So we will do Python, but I will still teach you basics of R again, just so that you can scale up to it. Okay. You will notice by the end of this webinar that this is a one of its kind. Okay, guys. So my expertise basically lies in the domain of talking to industry experts. Every week, I have connect with CEOs, CPOs of at least 2 to 3 top companies as a part of my podcast venture and a part of my freelancing experience. So I get to know right from the horse's mouth what the industry is requiring. They now need horizontalist, guys. Horizontalist means, T-shaped skills. Your parents might be telling you that do one thing good at a time. That is a I-shaped skill. And then there is something known as an inverted I or horizontal I-shaped skill, which means you are good at almost everything, but not specialist at one. T-shaped means that you have an idea at a lot of things, but you are specialist in one. Right now, it's not becoming T-shaped skills. It is becoming like this. Okay? It's like this. It's like a wedge, or it's known as horizontalists. So people who have broad knowledge but also depth. Now the depth can be more or less in some knowledges, but you have to keep depth in a lot of fields. That is not easy, actually, to be honest. That is not easy. But this is what the market has become. Yes. So we will go according to market. Yes or no? We have to go according to tide. And that is where you will not find a single other program like this, guys. You will not find a single program like this where you will get to learn actual useful skills. You will find thousands of data science, data analytics courses online. They will teach you some bits of Python. Like I will say, they will teach you 30% Python, 20% SQL. And then they will say, okay, I have taught you Python SQL. Now go do data analytics. Or I have taught you 30% Python, 20% SQL, 40% ML concepts. Now you are a data scientist. But you tell me, if you needed a surgery, you needed an appendix surgery, or let's say a pancreas surgery, and would you like to get operated by a doctor who has done an Udemy course on surgery? Would you take risk with that? In Udemy course, they will teach him how to use the scalpel, how to find the pancreas, how to cut it, what are the angles. He will know 10 different angles. Will that be a person whom you prefer, or someone who has done maybe doctor degree from a government college but has 10 years of actual surgery experience? Who will you prefer? You will prefer the second one, of course, naturally. What is the reasoning behind that? Have you asked yourself that question? The reason is very simple. You trust someone who is actively doing that job versus someone who is passively doing that job. Yes, learning is also similar. See, all of these courses might give you knowledge, but what they will not give you is actual hands-on experience. Yes. See, you have learnt angle of curvature, angle of refraction, all of that, incident angle, reflection angle, all of that things in physics. Are you using it in your daily life? When you are standing in front of mirror, when taking selfies, are you using these things in your daily life? Thinking about angle of incidence must be 30-degree here, so the light will reflect into my wide angle lens very well. I will get maximum light over here, so aperture will be highest, and therefore the photo will be brightest. Are you thinking in those lines when taking a selfie, or when taking a mirror selfie in any place, any restaurant, anything like that? So how do you take? It's practical skill that you use, right? You adjust your camera, you see where it looks best. You have taken hundreds of selfies, and that is how you have gotten better at taking selfies, not by thinking about angle of incidence, angle of reflection, angle of refraction, total internal reflection, all of that. Yes, same concept here. Even if I teach you 100% of machine learning algorithms, if I teach you, okay, 100% of ML algorithm that is out there in the world, starting from the very basic to the very advanced ones, will it improve your skill? Maybe 10%, maybe 15%. But will you be able to do the same things that I am able to do with those skills? It will only improve my algorithm skills, to be honest. It will only improve my ML skills. Will it improve or add to your skills much? What will add to your skills? The fact that I will show you some things. How did you guys learn maths in your school? The teacher demonstrated one or two problems. Then the teacher, right, made you do 10 different problems, not the same. The keyword over here is different. And also another keyword over here is increasing difficulty or incremental problems. Whenever you went through math problems, let's say trigonometry chapter, a chapter that a lot of us hate, right? If you remember that, guys, the problems didn't exactly become complex from the get go or from the problem number one. Problem slowly became more and more complex. Problem one was less complex, problem two was more, three was even more than that, four more than that, and so on and so forth. Yes or no, guys? Got it? So we have to follow the same approach here. Can anyone suggest how can we follow the same approach? Yep, exactly. Right, I agree with you, Suraj. See, the trick is very simple only. It's not rocket science that we are going to do, but that is something you will not find in any online course differently or even in any institutes. The trick is not even a trick. It's very simple thing. It's textbook thing that we are going to do. I'll tell you the steps, okay? So what we will do is steps for effective learning. And this applies to all the four verticals, okay? No matter whether you are planning to go for business analytics, for data science, data analytics, or full stack, anything, okay, that you want to go for, I will tell you the steps for effective learning that we will follow. It's going to be very simple. First, concepts and demos. This will be by whom? You or me? Who is going to do this? Yes, this will be done by me. Okay. Second, then hands on exercises. Exercises doesn't mean project. So let's say, for example, we have learned the concept of generators or we have learned the concept of iterators in Python. I have shown you what are iterators. I have given you demos. Now you will do some exercises on them. This will be done by whom? Yes, by you guys. Third, okay, clear about your responsibilities. Now, after doing hands-on exercises, right, we will repeat this process. These two processes we will repeat during the session. Mid session, maybe when we complete a set of related topics, after that, we will do a compound or complex guided problem, and then we will have compound or complex unguided, or you can call this hands-on. This I will call hands-on assignment or exercise. This I will call guided exercise. Exercise is a bit bigger in nature. So, what is the basic difference between guided and unguided? Who can say? Tell me who the responsibility will be on for 3 and 4. Any guesses? Yes, guys, any guesses? What do you understand by guided and unguided, guys? What do you understand by guided and unguided? Anyone? Yes, you are right. Uh, guided means Guided means I will show you one complex exercise. Compound and complex, these are two different things, guys. Okay. Compound means, let's say we cover, so in SQL, let's say we are learning SQL, and look forward to SQL, guys. Trust me, you will not get this kind of SQL training in any other YouTube also, YouTube course also. You will not find this SQL training. Why? Because this doesn't exist. Teaching about query optimization and all of that, no industry expert will teach you this thing, because it's basically their job not to. But since I am no longer bothered about working for any corporation, you can have this from me, and I will consolidate and I'll create it for you. In fact, I have written a book also on this same, on hidden nuggets using SQL. Just learning select statement, just learning insert into statement is nothing. It's basic. You can do it in 3 hours yourself. But that is not what you need us for, or what you need my training for. What you need my training is for how to use it in actual projects. What is the level? So if I give you guys a grammar book and I tell you to read it and finish it and learn all the exercises and do all the exercises, will you guys be excellent at English? Will you guys be now speakers like Shashi Tharoor? Or will you guys be able to write like top authors like Paulo Coelho? You might know all the grammar rules in the world, but will you be able to use those rules effectively? How will you be able to use? Who can use? Instead of reading that grammar book, if you have watched many 100 different English movies, if you have spoken in English for many, many years, if you have written many essays, you would have improved. Then only you will become better and better. Is there any other way? Just by learning all grammar rules, can you become good at English? No, same thing. Just by learning all SQL syntax or just by learning all Python syntax, you probably won't be a good data analyst or data scientist or business analyst or full stack developer. What we will learn over here, most of the times we will spend in hands-on exercises. I don't want you guys to be just expecting to be spoon-fed. Because if you honestly wanted that, why would you have paid for this course and come over here? You can get that for free on YouTube, right? Any smart person would do that. I am not going, the Python syntax I am going to teach you is not going to be different from what is written in their documentation. That is not the special thing. The special thing over here is how we use it to solve problems. So most of our discussions, I want you guys to be active. I will keep you all unmuted. We will have discussions. We will have debates. We will have brainstorming sessions. You will suggest solution. I will tell you what is good, what is not good in your solution, and how you can improve it. That is the only way to growth, through feedback loops. Okay. So it will be completely interactive, engaging, and hands-on session, not like those one-way delivery where I come, I practice something, I show you a PPT, and I tell you all the concepts over there, show you a few predefined examples, and then you ask some question, and then I'll tell you that no, I can't do this example. That's not how this is going to run. Okay, guys. So it's going to be a two-way interaction or a bidirectional session. And by the end of it, what will be the result of all of this? So this all unguided exercises you will do. Exercises. I will show you one. I will help you. It's not that I will leave it entirely up to you. For all the unguided exercises, I will give you the solution draft as well, or solution approach also. It will be given. Okay. It will be given, but not before you try. At least you have to try once the full exercise. Then only I will give you the solution approach. Got it, everyone? You might do right, you might do wrong. That doesn't matter. I am here to rectify you. But I want you to try once honestly. Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Then some special extra things that we will do are mini projects. So after every major module or after every, I would say, subject is over, like Python is over or SQL is over, we will do multiple mini projects. Okay. We will do multiple mini projects with Python only, with SQL only. Then so I am going to name it mini project or top, I would say subject wise mini project. Then we will also do compound or incremental mini project. Can you tell me what is the difference between mini project and incremental mini project or incremental projects? See, let's say I teach you Python first in data science course. So I give you 2 or 3 mini projects on Python. You guys do it. This is only using Python. Then after Python, we do SQL. And I give you again 2 mini projects on SQL. So you solve it. But what about your skill of using Python and SQL together? What will happen to that? For that, we have incremental project. So there will be one incremental project which will combine both Python and SQL. Got it, guys? That is the difference. As we go on covering more and more things, the incremental project will go on increasing in complexity. It will involve more and more technologies. And that is how you will learn to use multiple things together. Yes or no, guys? You're getting an idea? Yes. Do you think it's going to be interesting, guys? Yes, this is a completely unique approach. See, I have been a student myself. Even I have been through what you guys have been through. Okay. I have been passionate about training and teaching right from the time of my first year in college. So I know that the actual problem of these courses and these trainings which exist in industry and why it won't work or will work. So I can tell you best of what will work. That is where all my years of training experience and expertise has gone into. I want you guys to be able to learn and deliver and not just learn and then when actual projects come you will say that okay, but I haven't learned any usable skills. Like in BTech, after BTech, a lot of us crib about the fact that whatever we learned in BTech is not applicable in real jobs. But that's not what I want this course to be. That's not what we have created or envisioned for this course. We want this to be industry ready course so that tomorrow you do this course, you'll finish this course, you finish the projects. Tomorrow you join a project, tomorrow you will be able to work. Of course, there will be growth involved in a project or there will be on the job learning. But having done this course, you should be able to show competency in a project. Nobody will come and tell you, okay, this guy is a fresher or this guy has to be taught corporate culture. There won't be anything like that in this particular course. You will be industry ready. That's the aim. That's the goal of this course. That doesn't exist as a course because it is not easy. It is not easy, especially as a paid course. Doing it without trainer is not easy at all, and doing it online. But we have figured it out. We have cracked that code. We have done this multiple times with multiple cohorts, and we can tell you that it works. All you have to do is not miss any session. A, B, have the correct expectations. See, anytime throughout your school and college career, have you seen any form of learning where the teacher will come and tell 100 things to you and it will automatically get fitted into your brain? That is not possible as a concept, right, guys? So we are, and it's also not good for you guys to be doing all the heavy lifting and I will come here and relax. So it will be bi-directional. All I want as a commitment from you guys is that is the promise that you will do whatever exercises are given. You will try your best. I don't want you to solve them at all. There won't be any marks deducted for not being able to solve correctly. But if you are not trying in the first place without having any genuine reason not to do so, then that is where the problem will be. I'm telling you right away, that is where you guys will not be able to scale up as compared to others. Your friends, your colleagues will be in a few weeks' time doing much faster and better code than you. Yes or no? That is only natural, right? So, can you guys guarantee that you guys will be following that bi-directional approach and you guys will be cooperating with the training? And it is our guarantee that you guys will be better, at least 3 times better than anybody of your experience range for the same job role. It is our guarantee, my personal guarantee. Because if that doesn't happen, then what is the point of me being the trainer, right? The way that I am able to claim that I am better than other trainers is if my students are coming out to be better. It's not about anything else doesn't quantify my training, right? Yes, all the training session recording will be available for you guys to revise, right? Because that's how you will recap in the off chance that you miss. You can, because genuine health issues can be there. But try not to miss the sessions because the gold lies in the interaction that we do, in the kind of doubts you ask. Okay, that's where the main crux is. Just watching things, always I tell you, right? Whether you take this course up or not, watching certain things and learning is not how learning happens. You will feel that you are knowing a lot of things, but you won't develop usable skills. Usable skills is different, is not the same as knowledge. Usable skill is not equal to knowledge. Easiest example to explain this, if you watch 100 gym videos, will your strength increase? Will your strength increase, guys? But if you do even half an hour, if you do even a half an hour of basic training, it doesn't have to be super best training in the world. If you do half an hour of basic training also, your strength will increase. Over 1 month of time, your strength will definitely increase. Yes, same concept here. Okay. So I want you to be very, very practical. I want you guys to be very, very practical. Okay. Okay, guys. Now let's come to the other part of our discussion. which is we discussed about DS and DA. Let's conclude this with a business analyst. What languages will or programming language will a business analyst use, guys? Again, a business analyst will also use Python. Might not use R so much, might use Visual Basic instead. Okay, so that's for a business analyst. For a full stack developer, we will do slightly different. For a full stack developer, we will not go with Python. We will go with Java as the programming language. Okay, and MIS will also be taught. We will go with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We will also go with Bootstrap, all of these things for a full stack developer. And of course, everywhere there will be SQL. Everywhere there will be SQL. Clear, guys? Yes or no? Clear about the whole thing? Now, what do I suggest as prerequisite before you come in? So if you are coming for data specialist, I'll now tell you the prerequisites, okay? So that it will help you. Prerequisite for data science is some programming language, some programming knowledge. It doesn't have to be Python. It's good if it's Python, but you should know the basics of fundamentals of programming, like loops, okay, like conditional statements, some fundamentals of programming, be it in any language. Clear? Very simple. Some basics of programming is one. Second is some basic statistics. Some basic statistics. Okay. Same for data analyst also. Some programming, but I will flip the order. For data analyst, statistics and data modeling is very important, along with basics of programming. Okay. For a business analyst, same again statistics, but instead of data modeling, they have to know about KPI identification. And then again, basics of programming. For full stack developer, the prerequisites are programming, then basics of how web works. Okay. Knowing what is a DNS server, what is proxying, what is all of these terminologies, what is HTTP protocol, right? What is HTTP versus HTTPS, all of these things. Next up, what you will learn is, or what I will recommend is HTML, CSS. This is it in terms of prerequisite. Okay, guys? Clear, everyone? Is it difficult? Things are pretty clear. You can take a screenshot of this also if you want to. That this is what we expect. And a common prerequisite, actually, I missed that. Common prerequisite for all the verticals is, I would say, knowing how to work with Git and GitHub. Okay. Clear, everyone? Sakshi, Suraj, Hasib. Now we will go into very advanced aspects of each course as well. Not only the practicals, we will learn tools like Tableau, Power BI in business analytics, in data analytics. We will learn advanced Excel. We will learn advanced frameworks like React, such as in the full stack development course, Spring Boot, all of that. But always pay attention to the fundamentals, because the fundamentals, if they are weak, then it's a big question mark. But if the fundamentals are strong, I will guarantee you, you will be better than all others. Okay? Clear, everyone?
Yeah. Any questions, guys? And also, guys, please do fill this attendance. Link is shared on chat. Again, let me just ping here. So I just shared the link, guys. Please do fill here your feedback, and your feedback and attendance very important. We need to even share it with your TPO, placement officer of your college. And feedback is important for us. Why? Because we did this free demo session only for you with the industry expert, Mr. Akash. Okay. So our counselors, learning counselors, Nisha, Sirisha, will reach out to you regarding the upcoming batches and payment process, like fees process. So what all we are going to cover, everything. This is SK, right? SK. We are going to start batch next month for data science. Okay, with Akash, batch is going to start. So our learning consultants will reach out to you, Suraj. Nisha or Sirisha will connect with you. Okay, Suraj? Yeah, great. So attendance, guys, link has been shared here. Please do provide your attendance there, and even please share your feedback over there, and our counselors will reach out to you. Great. So regarding upcoming batches, we have upcoming batches, data science, and we have full stack, everything. We are starting next month. Okay. So our learning consultants and learning counselors will reach out to you. Great, great. So any questions, please do ping on chat, guys. We'll be happy to assist you. Okay. Any questions regarding fees or dates or which course, anything, you can ping it here. I'll share it with our learning counselors, so they will connect with you. So they will assist you. And our Akash Das, our trainer, his batch we are starting next month. So our learning counselors will explain everything. Mostly tomorrow, day after tomorrow, they'll reach out to you regarding the process, how to join, how to block the seat, everything. They'll reach out to you guys. So any questions regarding upcoming batches, any questions, guys, please do ping.